very much. Thank you, all of you guys for the reading. That was, I don't want to keep saying triple plus awesome, but it was. I'm going to do something short I often do these interjecting ones, but I think we might be able to do a couple more rounds. So I'm going to do two poems that are periodic table themed from the latest cc&d book titled Idle Hands. Wait, can I? Wrong hand. There we go. Idle Hands. Idle hands. I have to mess them up somehow, sorry. Because somebody sends me poetry for periodic table stuff, I get the honor of putting periodic table stuff in after them. And these are going to be two pieces. This is for Tellurium. Maybe I'll show you these pictures in color afterward, but they appeared in the book as well. This was done at a beach feature and my usual shot for it, but this is for Tellurium. When a couple is meant to be together, but at their core they're nothing alike, you can see them come together almost violently before their anger pushes them away from each other, until they do it again and again and again. It's like they can't stop. They can't help it. They rush to each other for a mad embrace. They feel intense attraction that they can't escape, till they know, despite their lust, they hate each other so, and they so do everything they can then to break free. It's a sick cycle they're stuck in, this coming together, then rushing apart. There's electricity in the air. I hear the buzz whenever I walk by one street corner and see all the electrical wires crossing in every direction. I could hear the loose electricity jumping into the air. Do you know why electric wires are spaced so far apart when they're up that high in poles like that? Well, that's because those tellurium metal alloy wires are up so high in the sky like that, so that because they aren't insulated, and they have a strong magnetic field with all that electricity coursing through them. If wires were close to each other, while up in the air, the wires would swing toward each other because of their insanely strong magnetic attraction. In being drawn to each other, an arc might form between these wires, destroying them almost instantly. But then again, magnetism in the wires switches polarity 120 times every second because of electricity's 60 hertz frequency, and that would make these wires want to repel each other as often as they were magnetically drawn to each other. So yes, for 120 times every second, those wires would vibrate back and forth. So if there's no electric arc, these tellurium metal alloy wires could vibrate so violently and intensely that if they weren't kept far apart, they would destroy each other, vibrating. Tellurium is used in alloys with steel to make high-strength conductors, abundant cosmically but rare on Earth. It's often found combined with gold. In the first gold rush, this mix looked like waste, so they used it to fill potholes or sidewalks. Once they realized it was tellurium and gold, there was a second gold rush. Acute poisoning with tellurium is rare, and most organisms tolerate tellurium. But organic tellurides often have antioxidant activity and can even be used to identify pathogens responsible for diphtheria. Its optical refraction makes it perfect for glass. It's even used in color ceramics. It gives like rubber heat resistance even. In copper, iron, or lead, or stainless steel, it makes the metals more machinable, improving solar cell efficiency and electric power generation, so it helps any energy. I don't know. Maybe that's why I've just had this feeling of all of this electricity in the air. It's fascinating to learn these things about elements, and yeah, this one was done at a beach feature show. There are two shots. you don't have a microphone, and so I happen to have a speaker phone, and I was like, and when I'd go do shows places, I'd happen to have like this megaphone to be able to share with, because when you're on a beach and there are a lot of people around and you're trying to write a poem and share a poem about periodic tables, you try to be able to make yourself heard somehow. So the also other funny thing was I did a show when I was running it in Chicago at the Gallery Cabaret, Lorna, a place that is still running a monthly poetry feature when you get there in the future. I did a couple of features with Buddha, David Hargarden, and we said science versus mysticism, and we'd go back and forth between poems, and I would do periodic table poems, and he would do something about mysticism. And sometimes we do shows, we had no idea what the other person was going to be performing, and it was like we seemed to be syncing and talking about the same kind of things as we'd go through the show, which was really kind of cool. But in the interim, I will share with you one more poem. As I had said, that was from, not only, I was pulling it from this book, but it's also in the periodic table of poetry. I keep showing my books off to you guys, I know. But this next one, Tellurium So High in the Sky, which is on the same theme of what you've heard before, is not only in idle hands. Let me show you the interior. I have to find the page. Let me find it. It's the page beforehand. Sorry, I've got the time. I might as well do it. Tellurium. Little spot, because it's a little one and it doesn't have any images with it. Tellurium So High in the Sky is in cc&d, and it's also in Twitterverse periodic table poetry. I can show off all my covers this way. This one is a short one, and it's on a similar theme to what you've heard before, so enjoy, I hope. And I'll show you maybe some feature poems from another beach feature from later. Tellurium So High in the Sky. Electricity is in the air, seeping from those tellurium-coated wires so far apart, so high in the sky. Protect us feeble humans from electricity rushing together in attraction, then violently rushing apart. You spare us anguish of conductivity pushing apart in that high charge game. It was fun when I came in for one thing. Thank you. Came in for one beach feature. I came in and I said I will start by doing periodic table poems. So I'm wearing an Illinois shirt because it's orange for these guys, and I shared a bunch of periodic table poems in succession for everybody for that one. But that's my little interjection, and then I'm going to hope that everybody is ready to go for the next round. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope that John F. McMullen, Zoom host, is up. I had to sing it. I don't know why. I would love to hear a poem for Tree from you if you are ready, my darling.